TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Oh, we on live. Thank y'all. What's up? Welcome back to another edition of Talk Show Kings, featuring myself and my kings. Hey, I'm gonna have my kings introduce themselves, starting on my far left this time.
Ooh. Hello, everybody. I'm King Robert Wright from Albany,
Georgia, in the house. Right here.
I'm King Tykar from Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, yeah.
I'm King Lundy from Macon, Georgia, but I live here in Atlanta and I've been here, so by way of Macon, Georgia, thank you for turning in.
Hey, the Maconites, let him know you got to claim us, because we ain't playing no games.
We only got an hour, mister. I'm a star with y'all from Philadelphia. Eagles win today, and I'm not gonna speak on the other team.
Yeah, he about to start the first. He about to start the first like brawl on. Your boy Doc from the ATL. We're having big fun out here on TV 1061 in Douglasville, Georgia. We want to give a quick shout out to our producer in the back, Mr. Felix Washington, makes everything happen. We appreciate you, bro. Hey, Marcus Gibbons, we ain't forgot about you, bro. Our production engineer makes things happen. And
thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, exactly. And our I always forget her name, and one day she gonna slap taste out my mouth. Shantae Barber. Thank you. She does our social media, and we appreciate you because you get us views and likes and so on and so forth. We're gonna start off today talking about the Dave Chappelle Sticks and Stones, because it was off the chain. I go hard on that.
Man, that might be the best one.
He was pissing off everybody. You name it, he probably said something about you. I mean, he talked about my mama, my dog. I mean, hey, I was rolling. The boy was funny to me. But I hear he catching a lot of flack, right?
Yes,
because it's like people thought he was giving some kind of college dissertation or something, and it wasn't comedy. So people took stuff to heart.
Here's the thing, man. Not to cut you.
Go ahead, please do.
This is a comedian. If you don't want to hear people get talked about, don't tune in. Like he said in the show.
You click on my face, bitch.
You know who he is. You know what he does. I'm offended by everything. If you don't have to listen to him. I thought it was funny.
Oh, I feel you on that one.
No, and I just feel like I think that's a big problem with all this stuff, the critique of comedians, what they're allowed to talk about, what they're not allowed to talk about. Who are you to tell somebody what they can talk about? Right. And I feel when it comes to comedy, you can't have anything off limits, just like the arts. Everything's got to be on the table to talk about.
Right, they'll laugh about one particular group getting made fun of, but then when it comes to your group, you're like, oh, well, you can't say that. Right. I'm my face with that.
And the thing about it is, everybody knows Dave Chappelle. You knew Dave Chappelle now, you knew him back then, and Dave Chappelle is one of those kind of comedians. He's going to say what he feels to make the people laugh, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, to me, a good comedian, they always go with a controversial topic and make you see it in a different light.
Absolutely.
They say something, and it's true to a certain extent, but like some of the stuff he talked about, it's true, but it's not practical. I mean, you ain't going to put it in real life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, exactly. But when he said it, it's just funny when you think about it. I mean,
and I will say that's where he got a lot of the problems from. Definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and start with one, the LGBT community, the alphabet group that he talked about. Now, before I even watched it, there was a woman on TV talking about she felt that it didn't help further the group at all, or further the conversation at all. And I know sometimes when you have a comedian go in, like you said, they can give you a different type of insight on certain things. Right. And then sometimes they talk about some truths that are, of course, exaggerated, but just for the fun of the people who are there. And I feel like definitely after saying it myself, I think she was being a little sensitive. Right. And I think it's like you said, you can't be a group and say that our group is off limits. You can't talk about it. Plenty of black jokes, Asian jokes, and everybody else, every
Yeah,
type
and
of person.
it's not his job to further the cause of the LGBTQ LMNOP group. That's not his job to do that. His job is he gets paid, I assume, decent money to give his opinion in a funny way. And if you like him, you listen. If you don't listen. Don't be
Yeah,
funny.
couple of
It's not
quarters.
his job to further. It didn't further whatever she said, the group's mission or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not his job.
And he's an entertainer. And that's what entertainers
Exactly.
are here to do, is to entertain us.
Right.
Now, keep in mind that the LGBT community is a very sensitive community, because the jokes that you could say 10 years ago, you really can't say them now because of their sensitivity.
Yeah.
And because of the mockery that that community has experienced and that they went through with a lot of tragedy. So people are very sensitive to the jokes now. The jokes of old are not the jokes of new.
In your world,
People-
I understand that, Minister. I give you that. But me, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. That's just me. Cause
People need to stop being so sensitive when it comes
Well,
to,
okay.
comedians. It's just jokes. Like,
I don't promote violence. There's a certain ignitism, mental ignorance that I accept, because to me it's funny. But I know that there's no truth to it. I would never encourage anybody to go and be violent to anybody. You can't beat the gay out of nobody. You can't, shame the guy. I hate with all my heart, this real talk, that the suicide rate in the gay community is so high. There's no way. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, be you. But you can't get mad if somebody talks about it. My best friends talk about the size of my head. I ain't got a problem with that. It is what it is. I got a big head. So what? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go kill myself over it. I mean, it's a joke. And then
I was just trying to
a
see
lot of
Robert,
times
was you hit?
it's all good. It's all good. You don't need to see Robert, but you gotta think about it though. Think about it. A lot of times when you're making a joke, it's some truth to it because of the outlandish behavior, the difference in behavior.
Right.
A lot of the guys, I can respect the homosexual dude. You know what I'm saying? As long as he know I ain't that way, I ain't got a problem with it. We can hold a conversation. As long as you know that ain't me. But why do a lot of them act like 8-year-old little girls trying to be men or women? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not acting like mature women. They're acting like some kind of almost a subspecies of woman. I've never heard a grown woman walk around smacking her lips and making them hand gestures and all this kind of stuff that those guys do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a woman, be an adult woman.
Following, like being a diva, and I always say that some of the stuff that's taken from women when they go to make this like new persona, it seems to be a lot of the negative attributes and the loud, and I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know why I go and take those and not those like things that make like a good woman.
I don't know every woman on the planet. Wouldn't claim I did, but I have yet to meet a woman that acts the way that I see that group portrayed or what I see.
And the thing about it is, it's funny.
Yes, exactly. It's funny to me.
To me, it's funny
Exactly.
to see a man acting like a woman. Flip Wilson did it for years.
When he was Geraldine.
Okay.
First one I remember.
Eddie Murphy has Tyler Perry. They killed Tyler Perry for it.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Perry made millions off of it because
billions.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Men acting like women.
And on the Dave Chappelle show, or Dave Chappelle, this last comedy special, Sticks and Stones, he was like, how they all got in the same car or whatever. He
Yeah.
was talking about they were riding in the car. He did some good. I mean, that's funny, man. He did impersonations of each kind of group, the stereotype of each
That
group.
could have been a whole show itself.
Man, that was crazy.
The one I liked the most when he said that he felt Asian inside, he like, this is how I feel. Well, I tell you, I was cracking up. And the very next morning, there was a picture on my timeline of this white dude saying he felt like a Filipino man. I was like, somebody called Dave.
I think you had the one woman, I forget her name, who the white woman who turned herself black and was
exactly.
like a black woman.
Yeah, but you know how I am. Hey, everybody black people in my opinion. All life started in Africa a long time ago. There was only one, and everybody branched off from it. So everybody's in that same race. You can call it what you want to call it, but ain't but one race. That's human race. Melanin does not make a race.
So we as a people, and we watch this show, what are we taking from this show as far as not only the LGBT community, but the black community, the Hispanic community? What are we taking from it outside of entertainment? Well,
that's all I'm taking from it.
My question is, each one of you guys that saw it, what did you take from it? outside of entertainment and his committed behavior?
I like when he said that we can solve how they don't want to change any gun laws, so we could get the black community to everybody who's black should go and register for a gun, and they would change the gun laws. I agree with that whole.
The way he set it up was funny. He was like, it's election season. He's like, we need everybody to go out there and register for a firearm.
Hey, I guarantee you, if every African American available went and registered for a gun, them laws would change tomorrow.
Which is that's the thing. A lot of it is true. Most of what he's saying is reality stuff. Right. He just put his own spin on it and made it comedy.
When he was saying,
it's all true stuff.
When he was saying, I'm not a pedophile, but if I was, Macaulay Culkin, bruh, really? Really? First of all, say if I was a pedophile, something wrong with your brain. There is no if I was a pedophile. But I was dying. I cannot lie. That was funny. Like, you can't go back. See me running around. You see him.
Well, I would say it's something that sits out with me because it was kind of something that stuck with me before I saw it. Was when he was talking about the LGBT in the car and the T in the back. And everybody just seemed to hate how they acted. Now it's funny. I had a friend put out a joke on Facebook, and it was if you watch Yu-Gi-Oh, it was these people throwing out like these cards, trap cards. You don't really got to know the card game to get the joke. The one, the first dude is it was during the whole abortion thing, and so he was like. The first guy says a man shouldn't have anything to say about a woman getting an abortion, and then the other dude says, well, if gender is fluid, then I restate my question as a woman. And I thought it was kind of pretty funny with everything going on if you go say that you're fluid. And so I had some friends who who identify as different than what they were born, who came behind and like they threatened to get this man in trouble. He talking about, you work at Disney. What about all the gay or trans people who work out there and how they felt? And it brought me back to this joke because it was like, one, it's not offensive to anyone. I don't feel like it's offensive. It's just
how you gonna say it's not offensive to anyone though? I mean, that's a little strong, isn't it?
I mean, I don't feel like he's personally attacking anybody. He's using language. I'm saying he's using the language. He's not even pointing out any person in particular. He's using certain language that the groups would use. I could use that language. I just did. So
we're gonna get you in trouble. You know you work at Disney.
So I'm just saying he used this language, and they came at him as if they are not allowed to have jokes made about them. But I can watch Family Guy, and the dude say, what was different during segregation times, he was like, restaurants were a lot quieter, white dude. And I laugh like I think that's hilarious. And that's a black joke, but I won't stand and say you can't make no jokes about us.
Right.
Like how can I say
some people might though. But to me it don't matter. I mean as long as the amendment out there, we say what you want to say. As long as you're not threatening nobody or trying to call everybody
on that special, he was like when he was doing the Dave Chappelle show, and the ladies, he got called in the office or whatever because he said faggot. He said faggot. Just like that. But he said she was like you can't say that. He was like, why? He said I could say nigger, but I can't say faggot. And she said, but because you're not one of them, because you're not that.
Because you're not gay.
Yeah, because you're not gay or whatever. And she was like, he was like, well, I'm also not a nigger, but you let me say that.
And I would bet you'd have gay men say, I'm not a faggot.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all of us have been and visited comedy clubs. And like myself, all y'all should know that every joke in the club is funny until it's about you. Every joke in the club is funny. I'm sitting down in the front audience. That was when I was up in my 500-pound days. And I laughed at every joke until he got there and said something about Eddie Murphy and called me Professor Clark. It wasn't funny no more after that. I could get my 2-drink minimum and hit the door. So people that watch the show, I feel, and even in whatever community you are in, if the joke is about you, then you are going to be something sensitive. Yeah. And it's human nature. For all of us, if somebody talks about us or say something about us, and we know that it's us, yeah, it's gonna touch us from the spot.
To me, it depends on what the joke is saying. Because you can talk about me. I don't have a problem with it. I'm extremely confident in who I am. And, you know, regardless of what you say about me, I'm me. I'm Doc. You know, I accept my imperfections. You know, whatever it is, okay, cool. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm me. I'm happy being me. Let me give some shots out. Hey, shout out to King Casey. King Casey CD out. Make sure you cats go check it out. Shout out to Arthur Johnson. Shout out to Sonya Phillips. Hey, thank you for watching Diva. Shamika White. And that's all the people I see right now, but I'm sure there's more. I just can't see everybody.
Hey, somebody put, that's not true. I sit in the front at comedy shows to get joked on.
I feel you on that one. Speaking of getting joked on, we gonna go ahead and joke to break. All right? We'll be back in a second. Thank y'all for watching Talk Show King.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Okay, wrong one. Welcome. No, not that one either.
Not that one either.
Welcome back, family, to the Talk Show Kings. King Robert had to step out, and we have Fitzgerald Lloyd with us today. He decided to step in. This brother is a fashion designer and has his own clothing line coming out on September 21st. Maybe the 23rd. I might have it wrong, but I'm going to say 21st. He's here with us. Well, give a shout out to the audience. Let them know a little bit about you.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I really appreciate the Talk Show Kings for having me today, especially the man right here next to me, Ty Carr. He's actually going to be one of my models for for my red carpet event.
Yeah, he gonna put a mask on him so he look right. Hey, prop out, man. Say something. Say, I gotta make you talk.
But like he said, I will be one of the models at the red carpet event that's coming up on September 21st of this year. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Where will the event be held?
The event will be held in Conyers, Georgia, at the venue called Embrace Moments Event Center.
Embrace Moments Event Center. Come check it out, everybody. How much you run? Tickets.
Actually, tickets are free.
Tickets are free. Y'all know we can do free. Y'all know we could do free like nobody.
Are the Kings invited? Can we come and set up a podcast?
Listen,
Promote live from the show?
Of course. Look,
good.
all y'all invited. Y'all done took the time out, and brought me on the show. Of course I can, bring y'all out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And y'all showed me love.
Of course we got to show you love. Got to. I'm gonna be spoiling your clothes. I'm just saying,
So what's the full name of the company, and what was the motivation behind it?
The name of the company is called Lloyd Sinclair. The name came from my own personal name. My full name is Fitzgerald Sinclair Lloyd II. So what I did, I basically took my last name and my middle name, switched them around, and I came up with the name Lloyd.
That's a
Lloyd
unique
Sinclair.
name. I like that.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
It is. It definitely stands out. Lloyd Sinclair.
Brand it now. Make sure you brand that.
Oh yeah, it is. It's already stamped. Already stamped. One playing no games. Already stamped. Yeah.
So, what were some of the obstacles you faced while doing it?
Well, one of the biggest obstacles was basically peers. I kept listening to my peers saying this not gonna work, or you shouldn't do this. And like the crazy thing is, like it actually took me 3 times to actually fully go like head on.
Right.
The old saying is 3 times the charm. I actually started to actually think when I first started thinking about the clothing lines back in, I want to say 2013 or 2014. Right. Then I was like, nah, because I was listening to my peers. This ain't gonna work. This ugly. How you gonna charge this and do that? Then I attempted it again in 2016. Still listening to the same thing. So that third time I was like, forget what everybody's saying. This is something I want. Right. So basically, why not build my brand? So I just took off.
As I always say, fear kills a lot more dreams than failure. He tried first time, listening to the naysayers, the crab in the bucket mentality. Listened to the naysayers the second time. Third time, he said bump that and went out on his own, debuting September 21st. Hey, fear kills a lot more dreams than failure. Only thing that means is get out and try it. If you have a dream, try it. I'm not telling you to just give up on everything, because you still got to eat, you still got to pay your bills. Right. But on that same note, if it's something you love doing and you can make paper from it, why not? If you had any other kind of skills, then you already know how to, get your income. You know how to make your product. You know how to distribute your product. You know how to collect. All these things. You know what to charge. Why not get your own business? And we need more black designers. We do. Exactly. Please don't talk about ugly, because have you ever seen Gucci clothes? Yeah. I ain't trying to be funny. The belts and the shoes and all that, that's kind of all right. But the clothes be the ugliest.
And stop listening to peers. Exactly. There's only one voice that you should be able to listen to and hear, and that's the voice of God.
Exactly.
Oh, talking about
So that voice puts you on, then you own.
There we go, Pastor.
Woo! I'm supposed to get the holy oil and just dip you on. Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and bless you real quick. Go ahead and bless him. Go ahead and bless him. Oh, damn. You been touched by an angel, brother.
Blessed indeed.
Hey, I want to see your stuff, because I definitely plan on spoting it. I'm so serious about that. I definitely plan on spoting it.
I just need to know one thing, and then I'm going to be quiet.
Don't be quiet.
Do you have a big and tall line?
Like the crazy thing is, a lot of people ask me that. As of now, as far like everything that we're gonna have for sale is not fully for big and tall. It's mainly for small to large.
Gotcha.
We may go up to extra large as of now, but like once we kick things off and get things going, build up revenue, then we'll branch out.
All right, I'm gonna hang around till you do.
Yeah. I'm gonna come in and try to get fitted. Hey. You know me. Check this out. Y'all know me. So when I say we got to go to break, we got to go. It ain't like I want to, because y'all know I like talking. I'm just saying. So we got to go to break. We'll be back in a second, all right? Talk Show Kings.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap, because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
hey, that long break, I don't really like long breaks like that. We have a little audio problems. So we're going to talk about some things that we discussed earlier. Mainly because I got to bring out Sinclair Lloyd. Lloyd Sinclair. I got to bring that line out. So give me a spiel on that again, please, sir.
Right. So we will have Lloyd Sinclair will be having a red carpet clothing line launch fashion show September 21st this year 2019 in Conyers, Georgia at the Embrace Moments Event Center.
And it's free, so y'all can afford it. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah. And we were talking about the clothing because one of the biggest things he said that I liked was that everybody kept saying no. You can't do this and you can't do that. Y'all know how people do. When you're trying to make some of yourself, everybody want to tell you how this gonna fail and that gonna fail because they too chick. They don't want to try things and step out on their own.
Absolutely.
As they say, step out on faith. But if you want something out of life, you got to get out there and fight to take it. That's all I'm saying. Because fear kills more dreams than failure. But you were saying that how many times you try?
It actually took me 3 chances. 3 chances.
And every time I bet you learn something new, right?
Yeah. Every single time, and like I was saying earlier, my biggest thing was basically listening to my peers, which the crazy thing was my closest friends. You know, like they was the ones who supposed to be, yeah, bro, you know, do this, do that. Let me help you do it. Nah, everybody was, nah, that ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. That's too high. That design ugly. You know, so I just my third try just took off, and hey, it is what it is. Let's go.
I feel you on that. Miss Shamika Wright. Yes, I know your name and I said your name. However, there is a Shamika White also. I was just giving both of y'all a shout out. Don't cut me. It ain't. I'm a bleeder. You know, don't cut me. Dolores Peoples, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in with us. Tanisha Washington, I already mentioned you. Williams, I apologize. Sonia Phillips said we need more entrepreneurs.
Right.
So yeah, encourage people is what I say. You know, when you blow up your weight, make sure to go back and tell some kids, hey, ain't no difference between me and you.
Right.
Exactly.
And actually, also feeding off what you just said. Like once I make it to the top and reach down, pull people up. My clothing line also has a separate branch. It's called Let's Make a Difference. So the whole Let's Make a Difference movement is is actually powered by my clothing line. So like Let's Make a Difference is all about each one teach one. When you teach one, you reach one.
Absolutely.
You know, so I'm trying to bring, hey, whoever want to come up, let's go.
Each one teach one.
This train smoking, let's go.
I feel you on that one. Went back to Pro Righteous Teachers.
Absolutely. That's very smart of you, and I'm very proud to see a young black man have the mindset to be successful in this business. But I want to ask you, what was your inspiration to get into the level and the point where you are now? What inspired you to become a designer?
Well, as far as clothing, you know, I always like to, you know, dress good, slacks, loafers, things, you know, of that nature. Like it was just going to the mall, $150 for a shirt, $100 for some pants. I was like, why not create something that's the same quality or better for a much better affordable price.
Right.
So that's when I start masterminding and came up with my own clothing.
Good for you.
I feel you. And I appreciate it because I really like that white tee movement, but you can't really, you know.
Yeah.
But you can't really.
How'd you come up with your logo, the color of your logo and things like that?
Oh, see, okay, so that's the whole logo thing. Well, I think it was back in April this year. You know, I had to call up Fear Storm Productions. Fear Storm Productions, they do almost whatever type of advertisement you need, from flyers to logos to promo videos, photo shoots. So I
Fear Storm.
Yeah, Fear Storms Productions.
Shout out to Fear Storm Productions.
Yeah, Fear Storm Productions. I was like, you know, I basically told them my whole game plan. My clothing line name is Lloyd Sinclair, and you know I wanted that royal feel. So I told them what I wanted. Within 30 minutes to an hour, they had my logo, my design, everything already ready.
That's dope.
I think they gave me three different prototypes.
Right.
On that third one, you know, 3 times the charm.
I feel you on that.
Let me get that one. Yeah.
I feel you on
that one. And then, you know, as far as the colors, the colors is gold and platinum. Gold and platinum royalty. So
Regal, that Regal royalty look.
Had to have it.
Right. Can our listeners find you on Facebook or Instagram? You got some links that they can subscribe?
Yes. My Instagram is Lloyd Sinclair _LS. My Facebook is Lloyd Sinclair.
So who are you targeting? What kind of audience, and who do you think your biggest competitors are?
The audience I'm targeting basically everybody who wanna look sharp for a very affordable price.
Right.
My biggest competitors, I don't really see competitors like that because you know we all trying to make it somewhere. But the level that I want to get to is past Ralph Lauren, Azad, and Nautica. I want to be above them.
Absolutely.
Once I finally reach that goal, I want to bring other people to the same level.
Another FUBU ingenious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of my team. My team and my family. Fear Storm Productions. Me and them, we be up late nights, sometimes 5, 6 in the morning, working. We probably sleep for a couple hours, get back up and do it again.
Gotcha.
Yep. What's the saying? Late nights, early mornings.
That's right.
Had a lot of those this year. A lot.
I was always told that to be successful in anything you do, and this was my professor at the ministry school I graduated from. She said, do the work. You got to do the work. And once you do the work, then you can become successful just about anything that you do.
Right, and also with the whole thing of becoming successful, you gotta be willing to sacrifice.
Absolutely.
You gotta be willing to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
And sleep was number 1 on the list, so we cut it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you already have that plan in place. You already have a plan to reach back and help others come up. Right. You already plan to help inspire others.
Yeah.
We need that so much in our community.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's real big.
I mean, because people, when they make it out the hood, they don't come back. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at nobody for what you do. You know, if you feel that you need to get out, do you. Right. But the same place you come from, others are there. Yeah. You know, I mean, others are there. Others that are struggling. And a lot of times we fail because we don't know our options. You know, a lot of times we think that life is that block that we grew up on. Right. And there's so much more to, to life in general than that.
I'm an entrepreneur myself, 4 businesses, and I quit a $1 million business working with somebody else, a law firm, to start my own litigation firm. And I always tell people that nobody will ever pay you like you pay yourself, and your core value is the most important thing that you got, because your core value is what you're going to pay yourself. Now, climbing that ladder of success, and I tell everybody this, I'll say this to you while you're sitting here, it's okay to taste success, but never swallow it, because you'll become full of yourself.
Yeah, you'll become comfortable, complacent,
Absolutely.
and you'll end up losing your ground.
Absolutely.
Right.
And the people that help you get to that certain point, you won't reach down and pull them back up. You just look down at them and say, y'all get here the way I did. Well, if it wasn't for those people, you wouldn't be absolutely. That's why I applaud you for giving props to your team, as well as your family, because every leader has a team.
Exactly. You can't. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say you can't do nothing alone, but it's 10 times easier when you do it.
Absolutely.
Exactly. If you want to give a shout out to your team, you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
My team is basically my family and Fear Storm Productions.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thumbs up, Fear Storm Productions,
and
to this man's awesome team and to his family.
Hey, I support the family, because you see people open up a restaurant and their family won't even go to the restaurant.
Right.
You see people open up a dry cleaner and their family won't put their clothes. They'll rather take their dry cleaner. But I mean, come on, why would you help your fam? Why would you help the people you
Crabs in
grew
the
up with?
That's all it is.
Crabs in the bucket, that's right.
Nobody want to see you shine.
Exactly.
And we made the bling, and we can't have it.
Exactly. You got 5 singers and 1 microphone.
Exactly. Hey, Temptations.
That's the
Always 5 Temptations, 1 mic. I feel you on that one.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
That's my favorite group. That's my favorite. Well, David Ruffin one. Anyway, we back to the design and the clothing.
Right. So, what was the journey? What was the journey like, coming from where you come from now.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm originally from Miami, Florida.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I've been in Georgia 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole journey, it was just trying to figure out what I really wanted out of life. You know, who I wanted in my life at the time. It been a lot of ups and downs, but you know, you pray about it. Eventually, you gonna overcome it.
Yeah. You got to get the naysayers out your life.
Right.
People who shit on you, excuse me, people who talk negatively about you will have you doubting yourself.
Right.
And self-doubt can kill you. So you want to get them away from you.
Exactly.
I feel you on that one. From Miami. I ain't mad at you. So you I'm sorry, my bad. Think about Miami, I got a couple friends now. Exactly. Been there a couple of times. There's more Hispanic.
Sometimes you have to leave and chase your dream, though.
Right.
You might not be old enough to remember the real Uncle Luke days.
The two like
Hell yeah, we got down to this.
It was this cat, almost stripper.
That's I think that's Deslock Piccolo.
Nah.
It's not.
But
that's the that's
I
the
saw
Naked Hustle group.
Yes,
Naked
I
Hustle
saw
group.
that cat on like the next 24 or something like that, first 48 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, he was killed. And I love that song. That song was a banger back in the day. Speaking of bangers, we got to bang our way to break. I'm sorry, but you know how it is. Thank y'all for tuning in, though. We'll be right back.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Glad to see you. Want to give another shout out to Lloyd Sinclair, coming out with a fashion line, and your man was all about royalty with the gold and platinum, and he debuted on the talk show Kings. Royalty, I'm just saying. Want to give another shout out. Make sure you go to Kanye's and check your boy out, because the fashion show gonna be dope. I know it is, because we just like that. That's just what we do. But we gonna get back on the comedy. We got to. First of all, it shouldn't be taken so seriously. It's comedy.
Right.
I mean,
I said that
if you're going,
earlier.
if you're going looking for a philosophical debate, then you might not want to go to a comedy show. First of all, you can't talk back to him, or he really gonna jump in your tail if he got it. If he's a good comedian, he might just get you kicked out, so you lose the money that you. When he said, when Dave Chappelle said, "How you feel about paying $800 to sit up here?" and I did a show in Atlanta that we recorded for $60. Man, bruh, I'll die. I'll roll it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he offended a lot of people. And when he said, "Ain't no such thing as 36-year-old, ain't no such thing as 30-year-old good." Yeah.
You heard the clones out there.
I beg to differ. I'm just saying. I beg to differ.
But the faces in the audience when he said.
Oh yeah.
Some groaning out there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know for a fact that just saying.
If you have not seen this show, please
Sticks and
watch
Stones.
it. Sticks and Stone. Dave Chappelle.
If you're sensitive, you might not want to watch it. I mean, if you're gonna look at something and start crying, you might want to stay at home and watch, Power Rangers or some more.
But one thing
that was a throwback.
one real thing that he touched on, we were talking about during the break or whatever, is the gun laws. And he was saying how the gun laws, if we really want them to change, we got to get out there, and every black person has to register for a firearm, and that's the only way the law is going to change.
Yeah.
That's real talk, though.
I think so. At this point, we don't have high schools, middle school, elementary schools shot up, and still no changes.
When he's talking about the drills, what kind of... If somebody coming in there shooting, what kind of drill do you teach? I mean,
I love what he said. Aren't you also teaching?
Where we gonna gather again?
When I watch the news a lot, that these shootings are taking place, and the authorities always say we're gonna prepare for next time. But how do they know where there's going to be a next time?
I feel
and I understand what you're saying.
And a lot of the shooting recently haven't even been at school. They've been on whole families just out in communities.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I ain't gonna call nobody's name, but a certain president likes to talk about the hordes and the rapists and the murderers that are, those families, the women and children that are trying to come to better their lives. He likes to call them hordes and rapists and murderers. And a lot of jackasses, a lot of people think that that's the truth. So they want to harm them before they can harm us.
And they use the same rhetoric.
But the thing is, if you meet anybody who has any level of sense, all they want to do is get through life and be happy. I've met thousands of people in my lifetime, especially doing 20 years in the military. I haven't met anybody who just wants to go out and hurt people. I've yet to. I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's few and far between. And if most of us stuck together, they couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and the simple point is just with all the violence and everything that's going on, we should be doing more. Putting more in place to stop this stuff at the source, at the guns, where you get the guns. And Trump came out like a couple of weeks ago after the El Paso shooting, and he was like he wanted to make stricter laws, background check laws, and then he came out a little later that same day
after he talked to the NRA guy,
and talked to all the rest of the people who with him, and he came back and he was like, you know what, they're already good. The laws are already good enough right there.
I did see that.
They good, but people
don't quite understand it, but I see it, and I understand that each one of us up here in our audience, life has its way of weighing heavy on each one of us every day. We have our own separate issues, but the issues in life, I can't make my issue your issues and then go out and hurt somebody. Walmart has even come to talk now. They're asking their customers, the ones that carry concealed weapons, not to bring them into the store now. And a lot of more consumers are jumping on Walmart's bandwagon and asking customers, hey, look, I understand you got a gun permit, but we don't want you to bring your gun into the store. And I think that's right.
But you see what it took.
Because you are a gun carrier.
What make you think I carry? What make you think I carry a gun?
Don't do it. Because you are a gun carrier.
What make you think I carry a gun? No, but that's not why I think like that.
At Walmart, Walmart to stand up and make those rules.
Okay, they make that rule. If I'm going to kill a bunch of people, do you think I'm going to see a sign at the door? Oh, I wanted to kill those people, but there's a sign that say no guns allowed. Dadgummit. No. The only thing they're doing is unarming the people. In my opinion, Walmart should be telling people, hey, come on in with your gun. If you got a gun, walk it through here. Because if most people that carry a gun is not out for nonsense, don't want nonsense.
So they're protection-wise.
Exactly. Because if that person would have came in there with that gun and 50 other people in there with guns, how many people would he have killed?
Oh, well, let's go back to the first big shooting at Walmart. The brother who was just looking at the gun,
the BB gun?
And they called the police on him, and he got shot in there. I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying, but for certain colored people of different colors and shades, it's not working out for us the same way as, the white person who's walking around with the gun over his shoulder just walking.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Our skin color has been demonized, and people are, even we do it though, to be honest, even we see us as negative. I remember my mom looking out the window, who them niggas over there, blah blah blah, what they up to. I mean, it's just real talk. I I ain't trying to hate or nothing. I'm just being honest.
But at least hers come from she in the community.
I
and
don't
she
care
see them,
where it
and
comes
she
from.
know them and see what they're doing.
Yes and
But
no.
it's
She
doing
may
it.
know them. She may not. But the thing about it is, she saw them and automatically assumed they was up to some negativity. If you're a black man in a Beamer, people will think you sell drugs before they think you're a doctor. Why? I'm serious. I mean, come on.
Stereotypical.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. We have a negative connotation to our color, and we need to get over that. We need to stop perpetuating it. We need to stop perpetuating it. We need to stop boosting and bragging over it.
Even if you go to the hood, it would be the same outcome. You know, you can ride up in the hood in a BMW 750 Li with rims on it, and that's the first thing they're gonna say, "Oh, you're a dope dealer."
Exactly.
They wouldn't know that I'm a litigation specialist with a degree.
They wouldn't even know what a litigation specialist is.
I'm just saying, if I'm really truly from that neighborhood, like my neighborhood back home, I can. If I'm saying he a drug dealer, because he a drug dealer, I know he a drug dealer. I see him sell the drugs.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, and if somebody a doctor, I know because he been gone for all these years in college.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, everybody on Facebook now, so like around the neighborhood. I mean, even before that,
You cannot tell me. Okay, your area maybe, but I'm saying that in general.
Yeah.
If a black man is in a nice car and he goes to see his aunt or something somewhere he don't live, and he's in a nice car and he drive over there, a lot of times people don't think that he's something positive. That's all I'm getting at. I'm saying that we got to get over that stereotype. We got to be able to understand that it's okay for us to have nice things, and it don't mean that we into some BS, we into some illegal activity.
I have been in office buildings in Buckhead with a three-piece suit on and get on the elevator and watch a white woman clutch her pocketbook. Is that stereotypical of her, or she's just seeing that, hey, you don't mean that because you got on a three-piece suit. You still can hit me in my head and rob me.
Exactly.
Because guess what? It can happen, and it has happened. Absolutely.
And also, I do look like you.
And
Looking at the black and the white, and then I also see the man and the woman. As a woman, if just there with just that one guy, I can understand trying to make sure that you're all right.
I get off.
I do stuff.
I get off the elevator.
I do stuff like that.
If it's just one white lady,
I'll
I'm like,
go
that's
to
my
the other
floor.
side of the street.
Or if she's in there, I'm about to get on. Now I'll wait for the next one.
Yeah. Wow.
Y'all crazy. I'm not getting on no elevator.
I know that's right.
I'm 6'2", you 6'2",
I'm 6'2", and I carry a gun everywhere I go. I ain't getting on no elevator if I'm getting on whatever flow. If I'm getting off on whatever flow, I'm getting off on whatever flow. It's not my job to make you feel better about my presence. If you feel some kind of way about the way I look or my size or whatever, then it's cool if you get off the elevator. But I don't give a damn about you. If I'm getting on the elevator, it's because I want to go from one floor to the next. If you on there, then cool. If you want to talk, cool. If you don't want to talk, cool. I'm down to damn that. If I get on there and some KKK members in there, I'm just gonna pull my shirt over so I can get to my gun quick, and I'm stepping my black ass on that elevator to get from one floor to the next.
Did you see that? If you watch it, they had an episode of Blackish where they had this like little 4-year-old white girl on the elevator, and it came up, it opened, and all the brothers like they let it close and keep going.
I just say with it.
I don't end up in that situation.
I don't think yes.
If I saw someone with a gun and I notice he got a gun, and it's sticking out, see like Doc, and I see it, I'm looking at you the whole trip. On every floor, I'm watching you because you just never know.
Yeah.
They gonna make me uncomfortable. I don't think you gay staring at me.
No.
You can think that before I get shot.
It's all good.
I get shot.
I ain't got a problem with that. You can think about it, you can do whatever, but don't bother me because I ain't bothering you.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I have a gun license. I spent 20 years in the military. I know how to handle a gun. I'm just saying, I have a right to carry my gun. I'm not bothering nobody, but you're not gonna come somewhere and pull your weapon on me thinking that that something you're not gonna be the only one shooting. I'm not gonna say that I can't get shot or I won't die and all this kind of rap BS. 5 shots, real niggas don't. Everybody dies.
That's right.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you shoot at me, I'm shooting back. If you don't shoot at me, then hey, I prefer to laugh, joke. I prefer to talk crap. That's what I do. But I'm not gonna go around unarmed. I'm not gonna go around ashamed of myself or trying to hide myself or trying to belittle who I am. I'm a 6'2" man and I'm a proud man, so I stand tall.
So Walmart should not ask their customers
not at all
to leave their guns in the car.
In my opinion, not at all.
How you feel about that, King?
I already told, man.
How you feel about
I think
it?
they're making decent move, man. Got to make something.
Yeah.
I think you
How
got
you
to
feel
do
about
something.
Takar?
I feel like everybody should carry that weapon on, man. You shouldn't leave it in the car because you never know what's going
Do
on.
you think a criminal gonna say? Do you think if somebody, the dude who drove from wherever, drove them 600 miles with his weapon, you think he gonna see that sign and say, well, okay, they got a sign, so I ain't gonna go in there?
Because the guy that drove 600 miles, he drove 600 miles for a reason.
Exactly.
It was premeditated.
Exactly my point.
So under premeditation is like a careful planning, strategically planning. But when you carry a gun inside of a Walmart, and say you're an angry guy with a gun, and we're in the fruit aisle, and I accidentally bump your bucket, and you say, hey man, you bumped my bucket, so what? What you mean, so what? You know, that's what they're looking at, so to speak, you know, because you have those type of gun holders.
That person don't need a gun anyway. That person needs some psychiatric help.
Absolutely.
If somebody step on my feet, I say, okay, you walk on the top, I walk on the bottom.
Right.
I'm not finna get, go to jail for murder over some nonsense.
So what Walmart is doing pretty much is they're trying to protect their customers inside of the store as well. And I could see them, saying, well, hey, leave your gun in the car,
I understand, but if
that's
somebody,
just my opinion.
if somebody has any kind of premeditated connotation to go in there and kill somebody, they know I can go to this place, I can go to Walmart, I can go to blah, blah, I can go to blah, blah, because nobody in there is armed except me.
But on the same token, even law-abiding, gun-carrying citizens, if Walmart says, hey, you can't carry a gun, they're probably going to keep theirs on them anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they walk around flashing their gun. They're like, man,
well, it's not mandatory. They just accident.
They still carry a gun.
Yeah, except for officers, they are authorized officers. They're saying, you're okay. You keep your weapons on you.
Did you see the policeman in uniform had his gun, and a guy in a federal building in a suit pulled his gun on the cop because he had a gun?
I didn't see that.
A cop had his gun on. He's in uniform, right? He goes into a federal building. One of the undercover security people there pulls his gun out on the cop.
For what reason?
Because he black. Because he had a gun in the federal building.
I mean, they've been acting like a gang themselves recently. I mean, for years, whatever. So people trying to make sure they all right too. You don't know what that cop came in there for.
The only difference in things now and things in yesteryear is now we have a wide scale ability to record it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing happening now that I don't think been happening for generations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we have the exposure, and now the conversation is going. I think that all this is really making us better. All BS aside, although I despise that orange-haired bastard, a certain person, I think that he is really helping to make this country better, because I think he's showing this country who he is. As long as you deny who you are, you can't get better. If you was molested as a child and you never talk about it to anybody, that same molestation hurt that you have, you're going to carry forever.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, okay, time to the Dave Chappelle Sticks and Stones.
Gotcha.
One of the other things he got in trouble because the LGBT thing, but also they brought up the pedophile, the Michael Jackson work in particular, where he talks about the two newest
yes.
dudes.
Michael Jackson been 10 years. He
got 2 new cases been there in 10 years. So that's another one they were giving him slack about, and he even said it on there where they were talking about he was victim shaming.
Yeah, and he said it. He said
victim shaming, and I felt like before he started this joke, he the first thing he said, I don't believe him, and that right there already said, I think put you in a place where. He can go anywhere with this, and I appreciated where he went with it. I thought it was hilarious, and like he said, he don't believe the guys.
I don't believe him either.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's time to go to break again. Yeah. But it is, so we got to go to break. We'll be back in a second. I don't believe him. I mean, I don't think it is.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Harry Lennox, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network.
Hi, this is Bill Duke, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network.
Party till it's ran out. Oh, we back on the air, y'all. So check this out, right? This is the last segment of Talk Show Kings for the day, and we still gonna be on the comedy tip. But again, we want to give a shout out to Felix Washington, our executive producer in the back, Marcus Givens, and
Shantae Barber.
Shantae Barber. I just want to Barksdale. Okay, I thought it was Barber because that was y'all talking about Barksdale. Okay, Shantae Barksdale. Take two. Sorry, Shantae. Yeah, we're gonna get back on the comedy tip. We was talking about Dave Chappelle, and we turning this comedy thing serious, but it was fun. I mean, and when he talked about Kevin Hart, you know, like I was told Kevin Hart was in a car accident.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He said Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Short Kevin. Yeah, I was like, so what? Well, I was told that he was in a car accident. Like his radio fell off the curb or something like that.
71 Barracuda. He was in an accident along with him and two more friends. And prayers go to Kevin because he safely made it from the accident. No one was hurt. I think they got hospitalized for maybe a couple of days, but Kevin's at home. He's resting now. But the thing about social media is killing him about is the safety harnesses within the car. It's a 71 Barracuda, and the 71 Barracuda didn't have as many safety options as the newer model cars would have. And they're thinking, well, this is $1 million package in Kevin Hart inside of a car. He needs to be more secure, or he should have been better secure than what he really was. Well, how much security can you put in a 71 Barracuda?
I don't know the details of the crash, but the speeding, it was no alcohol involved.
No alcohol involved. Test came back, no alcohol.
Because if, you know, like we talked about before, it seems like if you have the money, if you have the resources to have those kind of cars and collect them, you should be able to add safety features to it.
But most people, when they get those kind of cars, they're trying to put it exactly back to mint condition.
Yeah.
Because that brings the value up.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it comes down to decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
A choice.
I don't even know what a 71 Barracuda look like with a sound fast. You know, car with just big hunks of metal with a big engine in it that went fast, straight line.
Back in the day, there was to our car these days, such as a Charger, a Camaro, a Mustang. The Barracuda was like a muscle car. You know, a lot of the actors, Burt Reynolds drove a Barracuda. You know, in his Smokey and the Bandit days, he would leave the scene. No, what I'm saying is, in those days, he would leave the scene from the Smokey and the Bandit car to get into his Barracuda. You know, because those were the popular muscle cars back then.
Big old Hemi engines. And
If I had the chance, I would get me a 442.
Yeah.
And I would put the inside, gut it out, and put the inside like modern.
Yeah.
But I would have that engine that went bloop, 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 bloop. And you can stomp the gas at 40 or 50 and that boy still spin off. Yeah. Hey.
When you own your vehicle, you have the option to put in it whatever you want to put in.
Agreed.
So with social media killing him on why did he have safety harnesses, maybe he felt he had enough safety, you know, in it. You know,
it's called an accident.
You only got to think about.
They wasn't making airbags in 71.
Ain't that the truth? Right. They didn't think about much about safety in that. They thought about speed, muscle. But if you think about it, really, it also depends on who you are. When Michelle Obama wore a dress that showed her shoulders, they freaked out. Barack Obama wore a beige suit. Have you seen some of the stuff? Have you seen some of the stuff Ivanka wears?
Yes.
Nothing against Ivanka, because Ivanka can dress. Yes. She look nice with her. She doing her thing. I ain't mad at her. But come on, Michelle saw her, and it's you know World War VII. Ivanka show her, that ain't a problem.
What Ivanka? Oh, we talking about
Donald Trump's wife. Her first lady.
The first lady of the United States of America.
What's his starter name?
No, Ivanka's his daughter.
Ivanka's his daughter.
Yeah,
his wife is
Ivana? Is it Ivana?
That's not his. Uncle Trump is his daughter.
You're right. Melanoma. Yeah,
I mean, she got like some softcore. She got some softcore porn out. She did.
I didn't know. I believe you, but I didn't know that.
In her early stages of life, yeah.
But you know, when melanoma first got here, she was working without her right visa and stuff.
I don't think that's the way you pronounce it.
Oh, my bad. Melanin. My bad.
Melania.
Oh, watermelon.
Oh, nah, I know. But you were tired of Kevin Hart thing to the social media.
Yeah.
And Dave brought up another thing, social media with Kevin Hart.
Right.
When he wanted to host the Oscars. He was going to host the Oscars. He was chosen to host the Oscars. And then that got taken. Yeah, that got taken away because of 4 tweets from, I forget how long ago he had
10 years.
Almost 10 years prior. And
of a comment he made, LGBT comment.
Yeah.
Well, he said
if his son was gay, he'd bust him beside the head with a dollhouse.
Right. Dollhouse, yeah.
And he was just being real.
No, because if my daughter had a dollhouse, I'm not gonna smash it upside my son's head because that dollhouse costs. I'm just saying, right? Yeah, I get him counseling or we would talk or something, but I can't hit it with him.
But that's the thing, man. These dudes are comedians. They're
exactly
to be a comedian to make people
laugh
until they offend somebody.
Yeah.
So you can make us laugh, but don't offend nobody.
Yeah, especially not me.
It's about those who are in charge. I mean, you don't make Jewish jokes and you don't make homosexual jokes because they're in charge of the media. I mean, it is what it is.
And because
have you noticed all the dudes that come out in dresses? I mean, so many people put on a dress once they blow up to weight. Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart wore a dress. Chris Brown wore it. Now Chris Brown, he rocked his and danced and stuff, but he wore a dress. Martin. Jamie Foxx,
Tyler Perry, all of them. Yeah.
I mean, Tyler Perry started with that dress.
Flip Wilson started with it.
No, he mean that he came out initially with it, not that he started the fad.
Okay.
Flip Wilson.
What about that role that you said you was going to accept?
Don't even play that. The kid ain't with it.
It's some actors here, but I'm sorry, if it's a good script and that comes up and it fits and it's like good for the script and it's both need to fit.
In the famous words of Pastor Bullwinkle, hell to the no, no. Hell no. I ain't mad at nobody for what they do. Yeah. But if you want somebody in a dress, find somebody who wear dresses. There's a lot of them out there. Why do I want to steal their role? Hey, if you want to find somebody, gay who kiss dudes, there's a whole bunch of people out there who do it. Why the fuck you want me to?
I can say I did like a Moliere play where the dude he disguised himself as a woman, so it's a part of it while I'm walking around with a fan, and it fits the script. It makes sense. And I'm just saying it's not supposed to be a guy who likes to dress up like a woman. This is for the role. This is the last thing that I can do to like disguise myself in this. And I'm just saying I can understand those kind of plays. Definitely if the person, what if he ain't supposed to be somebody who like to be in a dress? What if he's supposed to be that awkward kiss or something where he ain't supposed to be into kissing the dude and go after the role then or do it?
You can do whatever you want to do, bro. I wouldn't tell you what to do or what not to do. If you feel like you want to do that in your career, make it happen. I ain't got nothing but love for you. I ain't got nothing but respect for you. But me, hell no.
If you gonna get paid $2 million to dress up like a woman in a movie, would you do it? That's a yes or no question.
I've done it for free.
Would you do it, son? King Hassan?
That man said he done it for free.
I do it. I would do it for free.
$2 million.
They don't print enough money for me to walk around in the dress.
Takar, would you do it?
No. Dennis Rodman wore
for $2 million, call me Medea number 2. For $2 million.
I ain't mad at you. Do you? You can be the pistol. I ain't mad at you. But me, no, I ain't with it.
Yes.
I'm not mad at nobody. I agree. I can think of other things to do for comedy. Okay. Dave Chappelle in that movie with him and Martin, when Martin stole the diamond and hid it. Blue Street. You know when Dave Chappelle was in jail and then he got out and the lady was like come on. He said I was ugly and I can't read.
And he called me blind.
Yeah. Like Dave Chappelle, they had brought a dress in his trailer and told him to use that to get out. He said no, he not wearing the dress.
Okay, gotcha.
I ain't got nothing but respect for him. But if he had the cast people,
I know what I'm talking about in the show. Like that's what I'm talking about.
But he didn't
actually
do it.
Fits it.
Well, they
Like,
wanted
where
him
that
to.
even come
They
from?
wanted him to put on a dress to lead her to escape from jail. Leave her woman.
So they cut that all out the scene.
Because he wasn't gonna do it.
Okay.
And I'm not saying nothing is wrong with anybody for anything they do. I already told you. If a gay dude is gay, I ain't got a problem with that.
Right.
Do you? You know if that make you happy, do you? I just ain't with it.
Yes.
I ain't just because you do. I don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
Never been high in my life.
Yeah.
So but I ain't telling nobody who does it that anything wrong with them. It just ain't my thing.
I hear
You know, I ain't gonna try to convince you to be me. Don't try to convince me to be you.
Oh, I'm not.
You know.
You never smoked weed?
I ain't never been high in my life. I smoked a cigarette when I was little, and my aunt, rest her soul, caught me and made me eat the ashes out the ashtray.
Wow.
I vomited until, when you ain't got nothing else to vomit and you like dry heaving and feel like your nuts trying to come out your mouth. I don't never want to spirit that again. And if smoking is anything like that, I don't need it. I'm good.
No, it's not like that.
I believe you, but I ain't with
I
it.
understand.
All right, get him back.
Hey, we talking about comedy.
Get back to the comedy show.
Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey, he done got canceled off of everything. They just they got rid of him on everything. They just let him do them commercials now.
Yeah. You know he was talking about when he was getting into the whole thing with
Monique.
About how he pretty much sell himself out to make sure he get what he want.
That ain't what I took from it, but I feel you.
That's kind of what I took from
I ain't mad at you. How you feel about the Jay-Z thing?
What happened? Hold on. What happened with Steve Harvey? What did he say?
Steve Harvey was saying you got to make sure that you saying the right thing in the right place. You can't just be whatever with whoever. You got to make sure that you
but
acting
he kind of said
accordingly.
it too, after Monique kind of was saying that you got to have a limit of how far you let people take you and stuff.
Exactly.
And he kind of was like, kind of giving up to they got the power. I'm gonna do what I need to do to please them. And she was kind of like, I don't know about that.
Exactly. And I agree with both of them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's an individual stance. It's how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm more on the lines with Monique, but I ain't mad at Steve. How you feel about the Jay-Z NFL thing?
I have no problem with that.
I'm actually all for it.
I have no problem
because
with that.
I feel like that even if Colin Kaepernick never works in the NFL again, and I hope he does, because he has a whole lot more talent than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL.
We know it's not about talent.
But I'm saying that Jay-Z is putting himself in there, and we need somebody in the top. We can't. If nobody ever gets in the top and works and brings other people in, then we're constantly going to go through the nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if Kaepernick was the sacrificial lamb, I hate it for him. But it ain't like he hurting because he sued the NFL.
Yeah, he got bread.
Nike paid him nicely.
It'd been totally different if he didn't accept it.
I feel you. And I hope Jay-Z
if it was all what you're standing up for, then you would have never taken money from that lawsuit. But he took the money from the lawsuit.
And I think he should have. Because he still got to eat. And I feel like they owe him that money.
Yeah. And over the last couple of weeks, he and Odell Beckham has been working out together. So he and Odell Beckham been working out. So
Brown, no, they need
absolutely. So you just never know. Yeah, absolutely. You just never know how the tables will turn, and the young man can get himself back up top in professional business. I was always told to get along, you go along. Gotcha. You know, and I believe that for years.
I think we're getting past that though.
Yeah,
because it used to be where you couldn't have dreads because if you had dreads, you were too ethnic. The hair that grows out your head is unprofessional for whatever reason. You couldn't act a certain way. You couldn't speak a certain way. You had to carry yourself in a compressed demeanor. Like you couldn't be proud. You couldn't just walk tall and be who you are because it intimidates people. Now we like, hey, this is me. This is who I am. If you accept it, cool. If you don't, cool. Right. I'm going to be me. At the cost of a job or the cost of whatever, I'm going to be me. I got to be true to me. If not, then I'm dead already. You know what I'm saying? What's the use of living if my entire existence I'm trying to pretend I'm something or somebody that I'm not? It ain't worth it to me.
Real quick, is it Shemeki, right?
Yeah, Shemeki.
Shemeki, right? She said that's what his ass get for cooning.
I guess she's talking about Steve Harvey. She's talking about Steve Harvey. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Steve, but I don't agree with him.
Because you get in doesn't mean you're planning to pave the way.
Right.
Agreed. That don't mean. Oh, she might be talking about Jay-Z then.
Well, they call
She's talking about Steve.
They call
Well, you
Steve
don't know
Harvey
because-
cool for years.
She said just because you get in don't mean you underpaid away. Well, Steve Harvey was just ousted. So Jay-Z,
that's what I will say on the Jay-Z thing. It all
we
depends
don't
come
know
down to
if
what he gonna,
exactly.
what he does.
He ain't already got the NFL to make a $400,000 commitment.
But at least let him get in, though. Let the man get in.
Exactly. How you know what he gonna do until he get in?
Absolutely. You can't judge the man. The man just got there. You know, maybe he'll open doors.
Exactly.
How many black owners do we have? Because I think that's where he's headed for, black ownership.
Out of 32 teams, I don't think we have any that's the majority of them.
I don't think we have any either. So allow Jay-Z to do what Jay-Z do.
Exactly.
Jermaine Dupri, I'm sorry you got talked out of it, but that's your fault.
Welcome to Atlanta, fam.
That's right. Welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, we gotta go, fam. Hey,
Absolutely.
thank you for tuning in to Talk Show Kings. My phone wasn't working, so I didn't give the shout outs that I normally do. I kind of dropped it on the floor because I was annoyed with it because I couldn't see my comments. I was trying to give my shots out. Y'all know I love talking to y'all and love giving y'all shots out on the air. Thank y'all for watching, all of our regulars. For the new people, thank you for watching as well. We appreciate you. Make sure to tune in and shoot us texts because, like I always say, we live on your comments. We like talking back to you. We like you talking to us. We're going to get this phone system in eventually, but until we do, then we got to go with what we have. Thank y'all for tuning in and tune in next week. Also, watch Talk Show Divas, Sundays at 4:30. Talk 4, not 4:30, right? 4 o'clock. And then
The flavor.
The Flavor, Wednesdays. What time? Anybody know time?
The Flavor Wednesdays. I do not know the time. I just started talking.
10 o'clock.
He said 8 o'clock. You said 10 o'clock.
What time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Okay,
The Flavor.
The Flavor, 8 o'clock.
Right.
Hey, Casey, look up The Flavor, man. Your video, you need to go ahead and throw it on there.
And I got to have a special shout out. It's going to take about 30 seconds.
Run it.
And this is to the Atlanta Municipal Court. Judge Ross, I told you I was going to give you a shout out. I had a wonderful experience in Fulton County, Atlanta City Municipal Court. And I want you all to know that they do a hell of a job. They handle cases that expeditiously and quickly. So if you got traffic offenses over in Atlanta Municipal Court, go and take care of it. Judge Ross is there. He is a good judge and he'll help you through it. Shouts out to my family and most important to my lovely wife, Natalie, and I'm out.
I'm allergic to the judicial system, but I mean, go ahead and see Judge Ross and
See y'all next week.
peace, fam.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.